Hi, so you must be Chris?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. So,
Likewise.
how's your trip here been today?
It's been good, thank you.
Okay, how did you get here?
I caught the bus and walked.
Ooh, it's been a hot one.
It has
Must be
indeed.
hot. Would you like some water?
That'd be lovely, thank you.
Very good. So, just before we start, I'd just like to make sure that you understand some things.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a lawyer before?
Oh, yes.
You have? Okay.
No, I don't think I have.
Alright, well then, all the better. Firstly, I'd just like to say, it's perfectly normal to feel afraid. I felt afraid when I first started doing it as well. So,
Okay.
yeah, if you ever have any questions, you can just stop and ask me. And also, there's this thing called a duty of confidentiality. So, lawyers, anything you say to me, unless it's something like terribly grievous about like you planning to commit another crime, say to murder someone, basically anything really bad, apart from that, anything you say to me will remain between us.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, do you feel confident with that?
Yeah, I do. Well, I have a question.
Sure.
If I may. Is that for your protection or for my protection?
It's an interesting question, actually. Look, it's supposed to be for the greater good of the law in general, because obviously not everyone feels comfortable bringing forward every aspect of a story, and by having this, it allows the law to have access to both sides of the story where otherwise some facts would have been withheld by self-censorship, which is, it's always a trade-off, but that's the principle which the common law is cited.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can feel confident that I will do that, because there are bad consequences for me if I don't.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going to get you to begin by telling me what it is you've come here about, and just some details about it, if you could.
Oh, it's about Mum.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried about it. So,
Okay.
Circumstances, I live with Mum at the moment, and I'd like to think that I'm sort of like the linchpin of Mum's life at the moment. But I've just noticed a few patterns of her behaviour that are just concerning me a little bit.
What sort of patterns?
I think she's losing her grasp on certain circumstances and losing a little bit of trust in other people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have a house cleaner who comes in every once in a while, and she gets very nervous before the house cleaner comes in. She's very particular about where certain things and items are, and sometimes the house cleaners move things when she's been here, and she, gut response is that she thinks the house cleaner might be taking things on the sly, might be trousering things. I'm not sure whether that's the case or not, but I've always, I think, managed to find things when Mum needs them, or certainly give an explanation as to what's happened to things. But it's those things, and it's a little bit of a relationship with the siblings at the moment. That feels a little bit, on the decline, so to speak.
Okay.
It's been going on for a little bit of time. So, and look, because of being so concerned about Mum and her stage in life, I mean, she's now 78,
wow.
which is not young, and
she's been going a long time.
Yeah, that's right. I just want to make sure that she's in the best place, and part of that is that she's got the best legal protection for all concerned.
Okay.
And not everyone lives forever.
No, that's true. So you want to make sure that anything that happens when she dies, that it's in her interest?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And you also mentioned that there's been some deterioration with the relationship between siblings. Can you explain why or any details about it?
Yeah, it's been going on for... I mean, I'd say there's been a level of estrangement certainly between myself and my siblings.
Okay.
Up until maybe 7, 8 months. Oh, well, no. became very much more evident up until about 7 or 8 months ago.
Okay.
But I think one of the things which I'm always concerned about is what are the circumstances for mum, and
Okay.
the best place for her, and I've always believed the best place for her is in the company of family and in the family home, and this has been the family home for such a long time, and I think that my brother and sister, they're angling to sort of like get her out of the family home.
Okay.
And get her into a nursing home, and all that. You've read all this, you've seen all the stuff on Four Corners.
Oh yeah.
Dreadful stuff. I mean, it's shameful. I wouldn't want that to happen to my mum.
I wouldn't want that to happen to my mum either.
Yeah, so I think they're angling for that, and sort of like a dual tragedy. To do that. Mum will be further away from those who love her, and she'll most probably have to sell the family house, and that will be a bad thing.
Yeah. So you're worried that your siblings want to have your mother moved into a nursing home and to sell the house for themselves, or to sell the house for. What are you worried about them doing?
I can't speak for their motivation, but I do know that clearly one of the things in my mind is to keep that asset together.
Oh, okay.
And maybe for mum to put the legal framework around that to sort of like solidify that, and
so is that different to how it's set up currently?
I think it might be a little bit differently.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think clearly I'm most probably the best, in the best position to make sure that mum's sort of like end of life circumstances are dealt in the best way for all concerned.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you want to make sure that the end of life circumstances are as she wishes them to be, and
for the benefit, for the ultimate benefit of her and those around her.
Okay. So I'm assuming what do you want to happen to keep the estate together? That would require a change of will, and for that there needs to be her consent. So if you wish to do that through me, she will need to come in.
Oh, okay.
You can get her to come in, but so long as she has to come in of her own will, and free will, and to state basically unequivocally her desires to change the will, and assent to the details of the will. Right. So obviously, as you can see, that might present some issues with. You can see that might present some issues with her current state if you're saying that she's lost some capacity. Yeah. So we can't speak of anything certain just yet about what will happen, but I can say that I myself and some of my paralegals will be looking into how to solve this. But
surely can't this be done under power of attorney or something like that, or circumstances? I mean, it's it's Mum's not good at travelling.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But still what would need to happen is, even then, for that to happen, we need to have a medical examination to say that she's not fit to have her...
Okay. So she'd need to come in, so she'd need to slip in to hear from Pimble.
Well, she'd need to at least get to a medical exam. Someone could probably go around to your house, but it would have to be in the presence of someone else, is the issue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's the next step, is to sort of like get her in here and
yes.
Okay, and start talking to her about things. Okay.
Yeah. But apart from that, is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything we've left out? I don't want to gloss over anything.
I don't know whether it's pertinent or not, but there's the circumstance of the property. I don't know whether this is too much fuss and bother. It's a modest house that she lives in at the moment.
Okay.
you know, that I'm helping her out with.
All right.
But, you know, do you have to go to all that trouble over something like this?
I'm afraid you do most of the time. I mean, I will look into the details, as I said, but general rules are that a change of will does require her direct assent. But yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's a lot.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for coming in here today. I hope I've been of some help.
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, and look, on your walk back, please feel free to take some water before you go.
Yep.
And yeah, have a good one, Chris.
Thank you. I'm sure the pleasure was all yours.
It was.
How long